Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Seth. In our last episode we discovered that Jebediah and Dingle Kerman had died after the space station ran out of power, and it caused the CO2 levels to rise, and they both died of CO2 poisoning. What makes it worse is we only found this out by accident when we went to send a scientist to the station. Now, we have since docked a larger power array to the station. There may still be some issues with power storage, so we're probably going to look at getting a set of batteries up there to prevent this from happening again, because I don't like killing Kerbals. I know, playing Kerbalism and I don't like killing Kerbals, but hey. So what we're probably going to look at doing is, if we load an old craft that we have, the Titania 02, because that took up the Otter crew cabin, we should be able to just change that. So let's rename this number 5, because we should just be able to change, because we don't need massive amounts of, oh, that's the root part. Okay, we don't need huge amounts of power to do this. We just need enough to get, that's total mass of that is what, 31 ton, 29 tons. So that's 2 tons just there. So the Titania 04 launcher is capable of carrying about 4.5, maybe 6 tons into orbit. We just don't need that level of power. And this will be plenty of power, and the mass won't be that large. Which electric charge is that? 4,000. Yeah, see, that's double the electric charge. So I think it's 4 times the amount of electric charge they've got now. So I'm actually going to increase that again. Do I want... Is there anything else we want to take while we're up there? I don't think so. This is just purely going to be nothing but batteries. Let me just get that out of there. Let's copy that and then pop that there. How did that not work? You're going to be a jerk. You're going to be a jerk. Okay. Okay. I have not investigated the null ref errors that we were getting before, because it was actually only when I was in, interestingly, it was only when I was in flight. It wasn't happening when I had returned to the KSC, so not exactly sure why, but we'll have to do some investigation on that. So that is essentially it. That's all we need. So we're just going to stick this on probably at the end of the power truss. Seems like a logical place for it. Yeah. Nope. Just thinking, I kind of Do want to move some parts around that station as they stand at the moment, but that's probably wait at this stage. So okay, there we go. Staging looks reasonably okay. Save that. Launch part 5, Gagarin Station. Power. Storage. Not 100% sure where we're going to put this in the grand scheme of things. Probably on the end of the power truss, but I want to take the fuel off. I've also got to remove, because Jebediah and Lingle had their escape vehicles, which they didn't use, on the actual craft. I need to get rid of them. Gagarin stations are almost empty. Charged again. Okay, no, that's fine, because what happened was batteries went flat. Much what's happening there, and oh, okay. So we did manage to get science in the science lab too, which great. Which is now being analysed. Yeah, basically what happened is we time warped, the batteries went flat, the CO2 scrubbers turned off, and they died through CO2 poisoning. If I had known they were actually dying, I knew the CO2 levels were high, but I didn't think they were that high, so I didn't bother putting them in the aircraft and getting them out of there, so died. I only discovered when Bob actually went to jump into the science lab and I couldn't find Jebediah and Lingle. I'm like, what's happened here? And hopefully we don't get 1,001 LRFs. That just kills performance. Looking good. Okay, so let's set the rendezvous for the station 252. That's good. So we can time warp to 311. Close enough. SAS on. Throttle down. Throttle up a little bit, and probably throttle up a little bit more. Okay. So far, so good. Nice straightforward launch. "30 seconds for SRB flame out. I think we've actually gone past max Q. Yep, wonderful. Five seconds, SRB SEP. Throttle up the LFO. Jettison. Oh, actually, barely. Our apoapsis is extremely high, so it's at 68 kilometers already. So let's try to convert as much of this into horizontal velocity as possible. Okay, that's good. 8 seconds to separation. Stop at 105 kilometers apoapsis. Okay, so separate that. Let's ignite the next stage and we'll just burn just to push that apoapsis up just to 105. Get rid of the fairings. Cut the throttle down a bit. That to 102, that should be fine. It just means that we're going to have our rendezvous relative velocity will be higher. It's fine. Just watching the purple markers over here. Separation distance, bring that down. 2.2, is that as good as we can get? Oh, 0.1, perfect, look at that, beautiful. Okay, so let's line up for that burn. It's a 38-second burn. We got stacks of electric charge, like massive amounts for a craft this size. It should do the station. The station, I think, would be fully capable of charging these. Maybe not all in one go, but certainly shouldn't have any issues running out of power once we put this in there at this stage. Certainly there may be some issues later on. If we include, there are more science labs, like I know there's a zoology center, there's a few from a few mods that we've got. If we start putting those in, yeah, I can see we can have some problems power-wise. But at that stage there, I would expect to have better solar panels and more storage capacities. Okay, so burn time left. 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll just keep an eye on it ever so gently. 0.7. We'll just finish off with the define control RCS. Alright, that's I think that's about 1 kilometer. That's about as good as we're going to get at this stage. Aha, we're not balanced. We didn't balance the RCS, so docking is going to be a pain. It's alright, won't be the end of the world. Ah, no, abort the warp. What I wanted to do, I wanted to set a sending node. I wanted to make a maneuver node so that I can adjust 600 meters. Inclinate, there we go. 0. So let's so total mass on this craft, I mean half of this mass that we've got remaining is payload, so docking could be interesting. And we've got a reasonable amount of monopropellant, so I'm not too concerned. $20 meters per second burn to drop that inclination down to 0. And burn there. Let's have a look, and I'll probably finish this off with a touch of monopropellant at this stage. So we're going to be at 200 meters. That's probably as good as we'll get, I think. Otherwise we're just sort of mucking around now. So let's warp to here. Okay. Let's have a look at what condition we're in now. So we should be 200 meters away. I wonder if I can actually modify this last maneuver to bring the separation distance down even further. Or is it too late? I think it's going to be too late at this stage. It's not worth mucking around like that. Probably just going to end up in trouble. So let's go target retrograde. Relative velocity will be 80 meters per second. Come within physics warp. Yeah, a few errors, but nothing that's log spamming like we had previously. Am I still time warping by any chance? Have I lost control of this vehicle? No? I just don't have very much rotation control at RCS, okay. Oh, that's why. Target stability control. So let's just burn a little bit to reduce our inclination and our relative velocity. Yeah, let's really start ramping it up because we're getting close. Okay, there we go. So still fairly quick considering. I want to drop that to 5, I think, and that will keep me happy. Now let's control from the docking port that we're going to dock with, and I'm actually going to want to go. Let's just do a quick RCS. Okay, so I want to go up that way. It's not really giving us enough up. Go further. Because I want to get above. There we go. Because I want to get above the solar panel truss section. something like that. Starts to slow down a touch too. Don't need to be going that far apart now. It's my RCS, yeah, looking good. Yeah, everything's looking good at this stage. Now, probably can't hit that from here. I'd be. Oh. So you see there is a problem. Okay, so let's quickly flick to the station. I need to ditch. Decouple that node. Basically what I need to do is get... please tell me how to RCS. Oh, thought for a moment there that I might not have had actual RCS in here. Okay, control from here. Because you need to go over here. In a hurry. Because we've got cargo inbound. Actually going past us at a rapid rate too. Nope, that's the way I want to rotate. I'm really not sure. There we go, that's what I wanted. Fun control. My lights on. Should be okay for this. You're not going to dock, are you? There you go. Awesome. Okay, so now we've cleared up that top docking port. Right on the edge there. Where am I in relation? Yeah. I am so not able. It's just there we go. Nope. I don't think I got it. Okay, so let's Let's move closer. Have a look. Okay, so I'm able to actually get that. It's target. Okay. So let's go and find that. Of course, I'm going the long way about it. I'm actually going to possibly make a massive mistake here and use the main engine. Because I think we've got enough monopropellant to be able to adjust, and it is only roughly 1 meter a second, so I think we've got enough. Monopropellant here and enough power in the monopropellant system to correct. If we do that, too far, come on. Shouldn't have time warped. Yeah, see now I'm struggling because it's the imbalanced RCS issue. That's alright, we will make do. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard, we should get there. On controls. And the velocity down a touch, too far. It's good. Huge amounts of electric still, which is great. It means that it'll be fully charged when it connects to the station. We're about halfway through the day at the moment, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. So far this looks good. How am I going? Lining this up. Bit of a rotate around a little bit. Around about there we should be okay with. Come on. Excellent. Okay, let's look at the electric charge here. Okay, so we got a fair amount, and that should be okay. Now, what I'm actually contemplating is, do I want to move this fuel tank here over to here? It would require me to remove this entire truss. I could also move the crew cabin down to be on the end of the science lab as well. But what we might do is let's have a look at what science we've got. No samples to analyze data. So they can be transmitted. Okay, so I can organize to get them sent back. So check, see, yeah, there's something, I think it's something on the station that's issues. Okay, so what we might do is I'll have a think about how I'm going to outlay this station. And we'll look at moving things around on the next episode. 76 days food, water. Yeah, that's fine. Habitat, comfort, poor, space modest. Okay. So I think we'll leave this episode here. I will look at what we can do to modify the station. I'm also probably going to send back that data. But for now, we'll leave this episode here. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to